hope we can finish early today, hopefully, by 7:30, inshallah, yeah. Okay, do you have any question on the Fister block cipher? Anyone have problem or still confused before we go for the DES today? Any problem? Okay, Fatimah, no. Yeah, right. Okay, inshallah, Hirzi. Okay, hopefully, yeah. Okay. Last class if I'm not mistaken, we end up to this page, right? If I'm not mistaken. Okay, until only 10 slides we managed to go through last class. But it's covered a lot. Okay, so here is the characteristic to have a very good Fister block cipher. As I mentioned last class, Fister block cipher is very important for symmetrical encryption because later you will see on the dash itself is follow almost perfectly Fister block cipher, just a matter of different function and so on. Okay, we will see after this. Okay, as we can see from the Fister block cipher, how many round we have? If you still remember how many rounds?
Yeah, 16.
16, right? For Fister block cipher. Okay, so
Yeah.
normally the data will be divided into block. Okay, but for Fister block cipher, we are not focusing on the block size because it's just a concept to have the what the actual symmetrical encryption. Yeah, but then they fix the number of rounds to be 16. Okay, and then in the round itself we have function. Okay, but for our exercise last class, I think we just go for the simple Boolean expression and or and so on, right? That's why you find it's very easy. But then for the real encryption, for the real symmetrical encryption, okay, it is very complex, yeah. Because we have to ensure the confusion as well as diffusion. Okay, and at the same times, okay, based on the Fister block cipher as well. But in our case, last exercise, we don't go for the sub key generation algorithm. Okay, we just reuse the key for every rounds. Yeah, to make it easy to trace to understand the concept. Okay, so as you can see from the Fister block cipher, okay, there are few features. Okay, that is compulsory to have. Okay, to ensure very good Fister block cipher. Okay, they are block size, the key size, the number of rounds, the sub key generation algorithm, as well as the round function. Okay, so here to imitate the Fister block cipher to be for the real symmetrical encryption. So the cryptographer decided that the larger the size of the block of the data, so the better the security is. Yeah. This is how they do it. In our case, we just make it last class on only, if not mistaken, 16 bits only, right? Maybe in the exam, I just make it 10 bits to make it easy. Okay, as long as you understand how to calculate and so on. Okay. So that's why for the real implementation of the modern symmetrical encryption, as you can see, the minimum block size is 64, if I'm not mistaken, 64 bits. Okay, just imagine. Uh, it will take more times actually to process the whole encryption as well. as well as come up with the decryption. Then on the key size itself, okay. So in our case, just if I okay, what is the size last time on our key size? 8 bits, right? Remember? Okay. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, because we just trace to make it easy to understand the concept. But in real, okay, in real, for instance, on the data encryption system, the key size is 56 bits. Okay, it's very large. Okay, consider very large. So the larger the key size, we can increase the security level. Okay, why we can increase the security level by having large size of the key itself? Anyone can guess? If we increase the size of the key, why the security is more powerful?
Harder to decrypt.
Sorry? Harder to decrypt. Other than that,
Because you're gonna increase the probabilities, right? To guess
sorry?
the probabilities to find the key, it will be increased.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, true. You are true. Okay.
That the performance required is going to be very high in order to break the key.
Yeah, true. Okay. Just imagine if you remember the concept of the attack, the brute force attack, right? Is to find the key. So the larger the key size, so more time for them to guess for the key. Yeah. And depend on the processor and number of rounds. Okay. The larger number of rounds. Okay. We improve the security. Like for the feasible cipher, it is 16, right? In our case, it's just we just make it 2. That's why very easy. Sorry guys, Okay. So the larger the number of rounds, so the better security. Okay, now we go for the complexity of the key generation as well as the round function. Okay. So in our case last time, we just make it very simple algorithm in our function. Okay. For the key itself, we make it fixed. For the round function, it's very simple Boolean expression. So that's very easy. But in real, it is very complex algorithm. We will see after this. Yeah. So at the same times, the motivation that define how good the security is based on the fast software to encrypt and also decrypt. So we want the faster software, okay, because to avoid the timing attacks. But then it depends on the computer system that we use, the device that we have, and so on. Okay. So it's also define the level of security. Okay. So means that low spec of the computer system will decrease the security level. Yeah. At the same time, easy to analysis. Okay, even though our aim, okay, to increase the crypto analysis, to make it harder, but if we make it easy to analyze the whole process, so that will be easy for the decryption at the receiver side. So this is one of the factor also contribute to the successful or the powerful of the security. Yeah. So you can imagine the one that we have on the physical block cipher, even though very simple, there are many factors contribute to the good securities. Yeah. So any question about these factors or features? I I guess you already heard about this issue from the other class. I hope, yeah. But then you had the experience on tracing the physical block cipher last class. So it will give you confident or concrete idea about what are the things that they are talking about. Any question about these features?
I mean, Rob, I think to conclude here, whether if it's for this particular design or other, I mean, the success is introducing complexity, right? To not
Not really clear,
plus.
Sami.
Okay, can you hear me now? Looks
Okay,
like I have issue with
you try to speak. If I don't,
Okay.
I will ask you to
I mean,
repeat.
yeah, okay. I think in a short term, I would say one of the success factors to have a good design in encryption is basically the complexity plus, without compromising the performance, right?
Yeah, true.
I
You
mean,
are true.
so the less, hardware and resources demands and the quicker to process is one of the success factors as well, with the complexity as well.
The others can hear clearly what Samit said. What Mr. Samit said.
I can't hear clearly. Sorry.
Because not really
I can
clear.
conclude what he said. He said that what is required here is, for example, the more complex key and less hardware requirement, less performance needed for the decryption and encryption. That's what I understood from him.
Yeah, true. Okay. I'm just can guess. Okay, despite of the factors on the Fister block cipher just now, the performance of the computer system also contribute to the how I mean define how good the security level is. Yeah, is that what you mean, right, Mr. Sami?
Yes, precisely.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
But then by looking at the structure of the Fister block cipher, I think the one close to the concept is block size, key size, number of rounds, sub-key generation algorithm, and also the round function complexity. Yeah. So this is one of my favorite question for the final. So I hope you can understand this concept very well. Okay. If you forgotten about the features, if you remember on the Fister block cipher design, inshallah you will know the characteristic. Okay. Their features define the level of the security. Okay, other question? Or maybe any opinion? Today's class is a theory, yeah. Even though I mean it is a theory because we cannot trace it. Muhammad said, no, tidak. Okay. We cannot trace it because the real cryptography algorithm, the block size very large, the key size very large. At least we can see their components, how they implement the whole concept and so on. Yeah. But then for your assignment, then I give you one question for you to trace it. To trace the whole dash, for instance, I think it will take about maybe okay, to do the encryption maybe more than 1 hour. Yeah. So I will not ask you in the exam to trace everything, but as long as you know the whole concept, then it should be okay. Yeah? So if you feel bored today, maybe we can have discussion on that particular matter. Yeah. Okay, so for the Fister cipher, I think we can just skip because we retrace it for 3 hours last class. Okay, so today is our main topic for us to study on a modern cryptography on the symmetrical encryption. Okay, symmetrical encryption, I guess all know single key, single shared key being used. Okay, we cannot say symmetrical encryption is better or worse as compared to the public key encryption. They have the advantage, the pro and cons between these two types of cryptography. But again, I want to remind you, symmetrical encryption is used, okay, forever, because we use the symmetrical encryption to encrypt large data. Yeah. Whereby for the public key encryption, just to encrypt the key itself. Yeah. So that's why I said it has the pro and cons. Okay, but the issue on the symmetrical encryption, just to make you aware, I already talked about this issue many times. Okay, the critical part on the symmetrical encryption is not, it's not based on the algorithm itself. It's based on the how you keep secret the key. Okay, how you distribute the key. If you can keep secret the key forever, okay, no matter how much money been paid to the hackers, how longer time they have to decrypt back, find the brute force attack. But as long as you can keep this secret forever, inshallah, everything will be secured. Yeah. So we go for the first data encryption system. Okay, we have to go for the algorithm, yeah, because we are studying cryptography. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, this algorithm here, they mentioned, okay, been proposed in 1977, long time ago. I think more than 40 years already in the market. But then it was being widely used, okay, until 2001. Okay, because 2001 the new encryption algorithm came, okay, called advanced encryption standard. Okay, from that year, so everybody admire with the ES. It's not because of the encryption is very good, but because of the security level of the DES now been decreased. Okay, we will see how long we can, how long the attackers can decrypt by using the DES. Yeah. So the components of the DES is the 64-bit block size. Okay, the one that we have last time, 16-bit for the physical block cipher, we trace them. But in real DES, okay, it's a 64 bits block size. And the key size is 56 bits. Okay. By right, it used 64 bits. But then after modification on the key generation algorithm, it become 56 bit to be used. Okay. Throughout the whole rounds. Yeah. So they follow almost completely Fister block cipher. Okay, if you understand the Fister block cipher, I guess no problem for you to understand DES. Inshallah. Yeah. Okay, on the DES, as you can see, I want to divide into two now. Okay, this is the structure of the DES data encryption system. Okay, I want to divide into two. First, here the block permutation, how we will modify the block, and the second half we will study on the key generation algorithm. Okay, here the right hand side, okay, will be the key generation algorithm. Okay, my left will be the encryption. So we will go one by one. Okay, so as you can see from here, generally, okay, how many rounds we have here? Anyone? By looking at this structure. We have 16 round, right? I want to find the
Yeah.
mouse. Okay, we have round 1, round 2, until round 16. Exactly like Fister block cipher. Okay? The different. Can you predict the different now? From this general structure. What is the difference? As compared to the Fister block cipher.
Bro, if you mean what is the difference between the DES and the Fiesel cipher?
Yeah, because DS follow Fister block cipher. But then, what's the difference?
I think the difference is the DES encryption, they don't divide the data itself, the plain text. Okay, while as in the Fiesel cipher, we divide the data into two halves and then we work with the key itself.
Okay, because you try to go deeply into each round, right? Okay. No. The data also been divided
Is
into
it the
two.
bit?
We will see later. Okay.
Is it
Generally,
the
by
bit
looking at the
swap?
structure. Yes, Ami.
Is it the bit swap? Like after you finish the round, you have to swap the bits.
We have the swap. 32-bit swap. Remember the Fister block cipher? After we have until 16 round, we have to swap left to the right, right to the left. Remember?
Yeah. Right.
Okay. It's not
You need the key
different.
itself. Like in Fiesel cipher, you need to have 16 keys. Here, you need to have one key, and then you will shift the key each round.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. But in Fister block cipher by right, please take notes, yeah, because I will not give you extra notes on this this comparison. Okay. Like Muhammad said, Fister block cipher using 16 bits, whereby for DES using 64 bit. Okay. Fister block cipher can use any size. Okay, we don't make it specific because we try to imitate just try to imitate Fister block cipher. Just a matter for DES, it make it fixed. Okay, 64 bits.
I meant in Fiesel cipher, we need to have 16 different keys for each round. Okay, but here in DES, we only need to have one key, and each round we will shift the key. That's what I meant.
Okay,
Because I didn't
alright.
talk about the size.
Okay, other than that, guys, still not perfect the answer, because as you can see, even though they use single key here, but by having the sub key generation algorithm, it will be sub key 1, sub key 2 until sub key 16. Okay, same as the DES. Yeah.
The
I
size
mean,
of the key it's reduced. It starts at
this
64 bits, and then at the end it's become 48.
That's depend on the sub key generation. For Fister, we just make it fixed, just for our exercise, because we don't manipulate the sub key generation algorithm last time. By right, it should be okay. You cannot see from this general structure. I think it obviously everyone can get it actually. Okay, look at the initial permutation. Look at the inverse initial permutation. We don't have this permutation in the Fister block cipher, right? Is it right? This is the only different. Okay, that's why I said DES follow exactly the Fister block cipher. Follow exactly. Okay, but then with a bit modification by having initial permutation before the round 1, and we have the inverse permutation after the last swapping. Okay. Then after that we will get the 64-bit ciphertext. This is the only difference. Okay. The rest follow exactly. Okay, that's why I'm really focusing on the Fister block cipher last class, because I want you to really understand the concept. Okay. Is it okay, guys? Before we go deeply inside each round, what does it mean by the initial permutation and so on? Do you have any question? Okay, all right. So I think we can continue if you have no question. Okay, please take notes, yeah. Who knows? It will be in the final letter. So as you know, it's open book exam. So if you take notes, then your answer is there. The answer is there, yeah. Okay. So
I have these slides in the one that in Petra Plus.
you don't have?
Yeah, this one is we don't have it.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Do you want it now, or I can share after the class?
It's up to you. You can after class.
After class, yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I think everybody can look at on my screen. Oops. Okay. So
Yeah, because the one that you have is old one.
okay, all right. Okay. Look at this initial and also final permutation. Okay, what do we understand about this permutation? Okay, look at this figure. What is inside this figure? If I'm just talking alone, see it will be bored, right? Okay, now we see together the figure. What is inside the figure? What is 1, 2, 8, 25 until 64? And then, okay, here is the initial permutation. Over here is the final permutation. Because to reflect this structure, yeah, this initial permutation, the inverse initial permutation or the final permutation. Okay, what is permutation again? After a week. Forgot
Yeah, you mean
everything?
here like manipulating the bits position here?
Swap,
Yeah, true. If you know,
swapping.
okay, good. If you know what is permutation, yeah, like swapping, or transposition, we rearrange the bit, right? So, as you know, for this, we have how many bits in the block? How many bits in the block for the desk? 64, okay? Okay, from 1 until 64. So as you can see from here, the bit 64 now, we move to bit 25, for instance. Bit 1, we move to bit 40. We just remove the bit, yeah? We just rearrange the bit, okay? This is called permutation. Okay, so after the initial permutation, we get the new value of uh the the block size. We not the block size, the block value. We got the new one. Then that will be the input to the 16 round of the test itself. Yeah. So after the final round, we perform the swapping here. After the final round, we perform the swapping. It's like the Fister block cipher. And then after that, we have to perform the final permutation or inverse initial permutation. So what they do? Okay. So here block the bit one now copy to bit 58, bit 40, copy to bit 1 and so on. That's how they do it. Okay. On the final permutation. Okay. They just come up with the new process. Okay, as compared to the Fister block cipher. To have the real symmetrical encryption called DES. Okay. Okay or not, guys? Is it okay? Right. Okay. InsyaAllah, yeah. So if you have any question, then ask me, yeah. Okay. So we finish this new process to be inserted to the Fister block cipher actually to become the DES. Okay, so what is initial and final permutation? It's just a P boxes, the permutation box that are inverse to each other. Okay, and they have no cryptography significant in DES. What does it mean? Permutation boxes have no cryptography significant in DES. Why they say like this? No substitute in, yeah, almost correct. Okay, why? Why it has no significant cryptography? So seems like, okay, yeah, we have permutation, but it does not contribute to complex security. Why? Anyone can guess? Okay.
Because you are not applying any of the recommended features on the data itself.
Okay, they don't implement the features of
The feature of the good or a good crypto algorithm. I mean, you know, strengthening the feature by applying.
okay, almost correct, almost correct. Okay, look at this concept. Look at this structure. The initial permutation, the final permutation. We don't have relation. I mean, this process don't have relation with the key itself, right? Okay, this is the reason why they said no cryptography significant at all by having these two process. Okay, they are
You mean
reverse to each
they
other.
don't have
Yeah.
function or something?
Sorry.
You mean because they don't have function like in the previous one? We do function with the key and the
Yeah,
uh,
true. Normally, to have a better security, we have to integrate with the key itself. This mean by no cryptography significant. Yeah. If you read books after this or any articles, when they say no cryptography significant means that there's no relation with the key itself. Yeah. 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 True. No connection with the key. Yeah. True. Okay, Daphne. Okay. Is it okay? Ah. It's very bored actually. Because we have to trace one by one. Okay, by right, it's very interesting to trace it with the real data, right? But of course, takes time because this one is 64-bit block size. So, any question before we go for the round function? Round, every round. Any question? Okay. So permutation means that we do the transposition of the bit itself before the data enter the rounds. Okay. So in this case, after initial permutation, the whole data have to enter 16 rounds. Okay. Now we want to go for the round one. What is inside the round one? Okay. So can you see this structure? Is it like the Fister block cipher? This is inside the round. Is this like the Fister block cipher? Guys? Can you relate with the Fister block
different.
cipher?
No, it's different.
Is it different? Okay, so
Yep.
after the initial permutation, the block size been divided into two, right? The right,
Yep.
the left. Same like the Fister block cipher, is it right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we have the function here. The one that
The function must be F1.
yeah, the function, this F. The dotted box here called F. This is a function. Okay?
Okay.
And then after the function, the right hand side, enter the function with the key, right? Is that looks like the Fister block cipher? Okay, we have a
Functionality
function.
wise,
We have a function. Input to the function is the right hand side as well as the key. Is it right?
yes.
Okay.
I mean, in theory and functionality wise, it looks the same.
Okay. The concept, general concept is there. Okay. That's why they emitted the Fister block cipher. So output from the function, it will be SO with the left hand side, right? Exactly, Fister block cipher. Okay. And then the new right will be the output from the SO. And the left hand side is the previous right hand side block, right? So exactly the same. So that's why if you understand Fister block cipher, insyaAllah you will understand this. Okay guys. So okay. So then what is the difference now? By looking at the round first, by looking at the round. What is the difference? Okay, you must see the difference because this is the one that you will explain in the final letter. Yeah? What's the difference?
Prof, just before we answer what the different, the operation XOR, it must be XOR. We cannot put any other operation
Which SO, Fatima?
on the function.
On the
the right
function?
side. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
it must be
We
XOR.
cannot modify. We cannot modify. In this case, since this one is the real algorithm, so it's not like the Fister block cipher. I can just manipulate to make you understand the concept, right? But then for this, we have to follow exactly. Okay?
Okay, that means this is the first difference. The operation must be XOR, and in the previous one we can put OR, NOR, and anyway.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the function is different. True. The whole function is different, right? So inside the function, we have 4 sub-functions. Is it right? Whereby for the Fister block cipher last time, I'm just assume we can use AND or we can use OR, we can use SO, whatever, right? But for this for the desk itself, as you can see, we have 4 static sub-function. Okay? We have expression tables. Okay, what is the expression table? It's a permutation by right. Okay, again, another permutation. Okay, don't look at this size. We will learn it after this, yeah? Okay. So from 48 bits, apply with the SO. This input to the SO will be the key, also 48 bits. Okay, how do we get the key? We will learn after this. Okay, output from the SO will enter the S box. We have 8 S boxes here. You will learn, yeah. And then the output from the S box will have will enter the permutation box, another permutation. Okay, but the size, the input entered the permutation will be 32 bits. Output from the function will be 32 bits, right? This one you have to memorize, no choice, yeah? You must memorize. Sorry. Okay.
So, Prof, I mean, the different, if that's answer your question, the function content here is predefined and it's fixed, not dynamic as the possible cipher,
No.
right? Because
Yeah,
that
true.
one you can customize, right?
Yeah,
You
true.
can add them. Okay.
Okay.
The second difference, I think, the way of key generation.
Yeah, you are right. Okay. But then if I ask you during the exam, what is the difference between DES and also Fister block cipher? In the round itself, just answer this the difference on the function itself, right? Okay?
Okay.
It's fixed. So that's why I said some class, maybe some cryptographic class, they don't really focus on the Fister block cipher. So my aim to focus on Fister block cipher. So indirectly, when you see the DES and you find harder or you find maybe the limitation of DES, Maybe some mistake from the desk itself. Maybe the desk very easy, perhaps. So this is the place where you can modify the algorithm to be yours later. Okay, it's good for your project. Yeah. Okay, guys. That's why you will see in the journals itself there are maybe 1,000 new desks been proposed by the inventor. Okay, by just manipulating the function itself. Okay, with the reason of course. So any question? Because we go details for the function. The structure you know. Okay, of course, up to now, I'm sure all of you know how to manipulate the function from the fixed block cipher, how to, integrate with the key itself. Okay, generally, of course. But the details one will go after this. Any question? Okay.
Good to go.
Okay. So to make it you really understand about this algorithm, maybe I will give you exercise, but I will not trace it in the class because it takes time. I give you exercise, so you have to submit. Okay. I think you will take about more than 1 hour to perform the encryption. Okay, maybe more than that. Unless you are a very good programmer, you can code on your own and you get the input from each function and so on. Yeah, you can do it if you're good in programming. Yeah? If not, you have to trace it one by one. Okay, is it okay? Yeah, I go for the next slide because we want to know what is expression table. Of course, you know about the SO. Okay, we want to know what is S box and so on. Yeah. Okay, now we go for the expansion table. Okay, this part. Okay, the input to the expression, the input to the function is 32 bit size. Okay, only 32 bits. But the output from the expansion table, so what is the size of this output? Is there?
40,
Is
48.
there? I'm just asking you to get you awake. It's 48, right? So from the 32 now become 48. What they do? So they expand the table. So how they expand? We will see after this. Yeah. Here. Okay. So the outer one, this expansion table. Okay. The outer one is the new bits being added. New bits being added. Okay. The inner matrix here, as you can see, we have bit 1, bit 2, bit 3, bit 4. They arranged in matrix. Bit 1, bit 2, bit 3, bit 4. Bit 5, bit 6, bit 7, bit 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 until 32. Because the input to the expansion table is 32 bits, right? Is it right?
Right. Yeah.
I want you to focus, yeah? So that's why I said just now, input is 32 bits. Output is 48 bits. We are not talking about the value now. We are talking about the size. Okay? So by having expansion table, by right, we should have 48 bits. Okay, see how they do it. Very simple actually. That's why I said don't worry too much. Maybe the concept looks like very tedious, but if we go understand one by one, inshallah, it will be easy for you. Yeah. So bit 1, bit 2, bit 3, bit 4. Okay, until bit 32. Okay, so how many bits we have to add to make it 48?
16.
16 bit, right? 48 minus 32 is 16 bits. Yeah. Okay. So it's very simple. Okay. As you can see, the pattern here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They add bit 5 here. We have bit 5 somewhere in the inner. But they duplicate the bit 5. Okay. So the second, okay, I don't want to talk about this first row yet. The left hand side. We go for the second row. Okay. The inner part is 5, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. So you see the left hand side of the outer. Start with the bit 4. This one is a bit, yeah? So whatever value in the bit 4 will be copied here. Okay? So 5, 6, 7, 8. And then copy, duplicate bit 9. Even though we have the inner part bit 9 here. Okay? Look at the third row. Duplicate the bit 8. We have the bit 8 somewhere here. Second row. But they duplicate for the third row. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. After 12, bit 13 will be duplicated. Okay, and continue until the rest. Okay, until here. Is it okay, guys?
Prof, why there is a 45 there? Or is this supposed to be 15?
Yeah, true. It should be 15. Thank you. Inumati, ya?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Should be 15 here. Thank you so much. Okay, error. This come from the books, yeah. 15. Okay, you after this, you when you get the lecture notes, you try to correct this one, yeah. Should be 15, bit 15. Okay, no bit 45, of course. Yeah. Okay. So up to here, is it okay? Up to 232. Okay, after you see the pattern, after bit 32, there's no more bit, right? If bit 28, there will be the next bit 29. But after bit 32, there's no more bit because our input is not only 32 bits. So that's why they duplicate the bit 1 here to be the last bit. Okay. Same goes to the first row just now because the bit start with the bit 1. Okay. So they duplicated bit 32. So how many extra bit been added now?
16, 8 in each inner side.
16, right?
Side.
Okay, so 8 from the first column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the last column as well. Another 8. So become 16 bits. Okay. So this is not a value, yeah. This is a bit position. So when we talk about the value, we have to trace, convert into binary. And then we have to insert the bit value in this position. Okay. I want you to really, confirm about this matter. Okay, don't confuse. It's not a value, it's a bit position. That's why if I have time, we have time, then we can trace it so that everybody understand. But no time, of course, yeah. Because I have to finish until AS today. Then, inshallah, next week we will have the presentation. And then week 13, we will have another class. I want to go for the public key encryption. Yeah. Is that okay, guys? Okay. So, okay, even though this is the expansion table, but this will be the input to the next process, to the next sub function, which is SO, right? Here. After expansion, it will be SO. Okay. Alright. After you have this expansion table, okay, so the bit will start with bit 1, bit 2, bit 3, bit 4, bit 5, bit 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 until 48 here. Okay. So we rename the bit after that. Okay. Okay. So how to read, how do we know this is a bit 1, bit 2, bit 3, bit 4? Okay, for instance, here. Okay, here, sorry, here. How do you know this one is a bit 1, bit 2, bit 3, bit 4? Okay, for DES, you have to read from left to the right. This one bit 1, bit 2, bit 3 until bit 32. Okay. Same goes after you have the expression table, you have to rearrange into block and then into the new block. So bit 1 until bit 48. Okay. So the output from expression table will be SO with the key itself. Any question? Okay. Yeah. The bit will be written like 0, 1, 0. Yeah, true. Okay, the one that, okay, siapa tanya ni? Liban. Okay, you ask me. Okay, this a bit. Okay, anyone can see the chatting by Liban. So 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 like this. So bit 1 will start here. The first most significant bit 1, then followed by 1, bit 2, bit 3 until the last bit 1. Yeah, this is how we read the bits. Okay, so
So in this case, Prof, let's we take a small example. Assuming that the data before the expansion, the 32-bit was 1, for example, right? Then I'm assuming the final output would be going to be starting with 1, given the fact that 32-bit is in the top, on the left side, right? Or the most significant on the left side. So our data will start with 1 in this case.
Okay, like this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me escape just now. Okay. Do you have any problem actually? Try to make it small. Large this one. Okay. Example. Yeah.
You can make a 3x3 array, for example. Right?
Yeah.
I understand the concept is just to.
Okay. No. I just want to show you the. Okay. I think better to use Word. We have a table here, right?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
insert
Okay.
there. So
1,
much
2,
array.
3,
Just
4,
make it
5.
simple.
Okay. Yeah. If I make it simple, then you'll be confused. Don't even though this just that's why when we talk about the DS, it must be, we must trace it in the real size. Yeah. Okay. We assume. Yeah. Right hand side just now. Right data. Okay. Why they enter too large here? Okay. I think better to use Word. Easier. Okay. I guess you guys know. Maybe just a bit confused, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay, can you see the screen now? Okay, the right hand side. Okay. For instance, I want to use hexadecimal. 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. Okay, how many bytes actually? How many bytes? If we have 32 bits, how many bytes? If we have 32 bits, 4 bytes, right? How do you know 4 bytes?
Yeah. Each byte 8 bits.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Thank you, Sami. The rest, is it okay for you? Is the answer correct by Sami?
Yes, Prof, it's correct.
Okay. Okay, so is this correct, guys? Okay, assume this one in hexadecimal, okay? So by looking at this value, is this contributing to 32 bits? Is this 32 bits?
Yes, given the fact each digit will be 4-bit.
Okay,
4-bit.
we see, yeah? Okay, this one is a first byte, second byte. Is it right?
Yeah.
Third, fourth, yeah? So, can you convert into binary now? Please help me. What?
1011, I guess.
0010.
Okay, here, this part. So, in hexadecimal, yeah?
Okay, then 0001,
Okay, thank you.
0001, and
Then,
again 0001,
okay, another
and then
one.
0010,
Thank you.
0001,
Uh-huh.
0011.
0011, yes. The guy, the others, yeah, please focus. This is a basic one. This the
Uh,
one that when you read the books, this how they discuss, eh? Okay, now we go for 3, right?
z-
Zero,
no,
zero.
it's another 1, 01, 0100.
Hmm.
I think it's 1010.
Yeah,
I need to
true.
check.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, 1010, 1010 again.
Hmm.
For B, let me check.
111.
1011.
Yeah. Thank you. See now.
1100.
Thank you.
And then 8 zeros.
How many bits now?
It's 64.
64 bits, right? Okay. So, normally in the books, they go for hexadecimal. Yeah. Any books, any discussion, they go for
Okay.
hexadecimal. Okay. So now we go and copy, check for the right hand side. Yeah. 2. Okay. 8, 16, 24, 32. Okay. Is that okay? So expansion table. How many bits
Okay.
just now? In one 1, 2, 3, 4.
You need 6 columns.
Yeah. I don't want to make it table. So I want to copy this one. Why we go for the right hand side?
So, Prof, that table is like default one, like it's not going to be changed at all.
The first table.
The table that you just showed on the slides, is it like fixed one that we need to
Yeah,
memorize?
true.
Like it's not going to be changed?
True. Yeah. Just a matter of now, it is the real value. This is the only position of the bit. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the real value. Okay. So I said read from left to the right. Okay. From the right half. So I'm just enter like this. Is it okay for you? Because
Yeah.
the inner part is 4 bits, right?
Yeah. Should be clear.
This one. The inner part is 4 bits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's why I make it like this. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 8 rows, 4 columns. And then after we expand, we will have extra 2 columns, right?
Yes.
Okay. Any question now? Okay, from this table, as you can see, bit 1, bit 2, bit 3, bit 4, bit 5, 6, 7, 8 until 32. We already arranged that one. Okay, now we want to expand the table itself. Okay. So for row 1, we copied bit 5 and we copied bit 32. Okay, look at this one. Yeah. It is bit 5, right? Is it right?
1, yeah, you add. Yes, you add 1 to the right.
Okay. This is a bit 32. Is it right?
Yes.
Okay. Just copy the value. Now we are talking about value. Just now we are talking about the position. Okay. So you copy here. 1 should be here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 0 should be
And the
here.
0 should be on the left, yeah.
Okay. Allah, I think everybody can do it. Okay, so row 2. What is inside the row 2? Bit 4, right? To the left. Bit 9 to the right.
Yeah.
So we copy again here. Bit 4 is
0.
0. Okay. So we change the color. Okay. So we copy here. Is it right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here. Another one. So we should copy here.
Yeah.
And you have to repeat until the end. Is it okay? Do I need to repeat or you just do it on your own after this, yeah? Is it okay?
We will do it.
Yeah. So, okay, like here, we will copy, we will copy this bit. Change the color to blue. Okay. Copy here.
This is proof. This is proof what I meant by my question that you see the bit 32, which is 0 at the end, right? What I said, the new number, which is 48 bit as generated after expansion, basically will start with this bit, which is 0 from the left side. That's what I meant by my question earlier.
0 for the left side here. You
Yes,
mean here?
yes. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So the new one, after you expand the table, okay, expand the bits until become 48. So this will be the new bit 1.
Yeah, the starting point will be.
Yeah, then here bit 2, bit 3, and so on. Okay, continue the rest. Okay. Okay, any question, guys? Any question? Soalan? Oh, Allahu Akbar. It's already 1.5 hour. Any question? Can I proceed?
Proceed. It's worth, yeah, because it's encryption, and real world, the encryption takes a long time, right? So.
I'm just afraid the others now confused. I hope you are not confusing, yeah? I'm trying to help. Okay,
We continue.
Okay. Thank you, yeah. So, now I want to continue to the next step. Next step is what? On the slide. Okay. After expression table is SO. Okay. So the input to the SO is 48 bits. okay, from the expression table as well as from the key itself. Okay. So I guess I don't have to discuss about the SO. All of you knows about the SO. Okay. So after SO, okay, the output from the SO is how many bits? Output from SO, how many bits?
48.
48
48.
bits, right? Okay, thank you. Okay. From the function itself, inside the function, okay, the input from the expansion, the input from the key itself enter the SO, and we have the outputs from the SO 48 bits. Okay. These 48 bits will enter the S box, the substitution box. Okay. Substitution box is not rearrange the bit. Okay. It's about the value. Two different things, yeah. Permutation is rearrange the value, rearrange the position. Okay. Substitution box is replacing a value. Okay. Even though you can understand, but then maybe some of you will get confused. Okay, so this 48 bits you will divide into 8 groups. Okay, 48 bits you divide into 8 groups. So how many bits for each group? How many bits for each group? The 48 bits been divided into 8 groups. Okay, because we will assign to the 8 boxes. So how many bits per group?
Is it 6?
6. 6 will be
6, right?
48 divided by 8. What do you get?
6.
Will be
6,
6, right? Okay, thank you. Okay, so the input to the S box will be 6 bit each. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enter S box 1. Another 6 bit enter S box 2. Another 6 bit S3 until finish S8. Okay, so total will be 48 bits. But the output from the S box, as you can see, is only 4 bits,
Yep.
right?
32. Yeah.
Yeah, but only 4 bits each. So 4 times 8, 4 times 8, 32, right?
32.
Okay. So comply with this concept. Okay. Input to the S box is 48. Output from the S box is 32 bits. Okay. So now we want to go to the S box. What is the S box? Okay. How many bits enter the S box just now?
6.
6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you see the cursor. Okay. So the green color, the outer bits is used to read row. Okay. The inner column, this value, we read the column itself. Okay. Now we check one example. Okay, example. We go for our example just now. Assume, we just assume. Now, assume. Now it's a 6 bits, right?
Yes, right.
Okay. So, the outer outer bit, okay, the 0 and 1 is used to read the column. Okay. The inner bits here, 1, 0, 1, 0 is used to read the the outer read the row, the inner read the column. Okay. I want to write here.
Prof, can you repeat because I didn't understand?
Okay, just a minute. Outer for row, inner for column. Okay. As I'm assume, okay. I'm not going to relate the one that we try to trace just now. I'm assume this a value. Okay, because the input to the S box is 6 bit. Now how many bits we have in this example? How many bits we have?
6.
6, right? Bit 1,
Yeah.
bit 2, bit 3, bit 4, 5, 6. Okay, for S box, to understand S box, to read data from the S box, okay, this 6 bit, it has a value. Okay, so to define a row is the value from the outer bits, 0 and 1 here. Example, yeah. Okay, the inner bits will be the value for the column itself. Okay, in this case, for instance, 0, 1 is in binary. What is 0, 1 in binary in decimal? What is 0, 1 in decimal?
1.
1, right? Okay, this one is in binary. Okay, this is in binary. I'm really afraid you don't understand. Okay, so the outer part is to read the row 0, 1. So it's 1 in decimal, right? Okay, column now. What is the value in column? 1, 0, 1, 0, right? In this example. Is it right? Guys?
Yes.
1, 0, 1,
10.
0. Is it right?
Mm-mm.
So what is 1, 0, 1, 0?
10.
10.
10. 10 or A, right? Okay. So as I said, the outer part to read the row, the inner part to read the column. Okay, we look at this example. Oops. Okay. The outer to read the row, the inner to read the column. Just now, the outer is 1, right? So you go to the row 1. The column just now, based on our example, what is the row value? What is the column value? Sorry. It's 10, right? Is it right?
Yeah.
So by looking at this
And
table, so you have to read row 1, column
column
10.
10.
So the value is
12.
12. Is it right? Okay. Again. Okay, now the value is
Is
12,
this
right?
table fixed? Is
Huh?
this table fixed, bro? Is this table
Yeah.
value?
Yeah, the table is fixed for this. Forever.
Okay.
Okay? Forever. But they the way they arrange, they have a formula about it. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, of course. If the question is based on calculation, I give you everything. All the information. Okay? How to read the S box is one, inshallah. Yeah? Don't worry. So in this case, okay, the input is 6 bits now. Before this, 6 bit. Okay, the green one, the outer to read the row, the inner one to read the column. So in this case, okay, substitution box, S box, is not a bit. Now we are talking about the value. That's why substitution. So the value now become 12. Okay, so
And then 4 bits, right?
yeah, the output
And
is
this is
4
how you get
bits.
the 4 bits.
Yeah, the output
Yeah.
is 4 bits. But you have to convert the value into 4 bits.
Yeah.
Okay, so 12 now. You convert into binary, what do you get?
1 0 1 0. No,
Huh?
sorry. 1 1 0 0.
Okay, 1100. Is it right? 12 equal to 1100. Is it right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this the value will come out from the S box. Okay. This is the value. No more bit position. Okay. This is how you read the S box. So how many S box we have in the desk? How many box we have in the desk? 8, right?
Yeah.
So you will have 8 different S box. Okay. So if I ask you to trace what is the value from the S box for this operation, I will give you I will give you the whole tables. Don't worry. Okay. You not? Is it difficult? At the moment, how many have problem? Okay, not yet. Alhamdulillah, Hani, not yet. It's very easy, right, Hani? Okay, which one? You confused? Yes, if you remember this. Inshallah, you remember. Because for the exam, you have to read. I'm not worried too much, okay, for your exam, not compared to your seniors. Because it is open books. No problems. Open lecture notes. Everything's open. Yeah? I'm not worried too much for your batch, yeah? As long as you know the steps. Yeah, true. Yeah, just need extra exercise. Any question? Indumati. Okay, which part do you confuse? Which part? The table part. The table. Which table? The expansion? Is the SO result? Yes, true. The SO results is the input to the S box. True. Yeah. Yeah. The SO is the input to the S box. So remember the output from the SO is 48 bits. So you divide into 8 groups. So each group will have 6 bits. Okay, that's why you will use the 6 bit to read one S box each. Yeah. But the way to read, okay, the outer define the row, the inner part define the column. Okay. No. So 12 will be 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. No. Why I said no, honey? Look at this structure. The output from the S box, how many bits? The output from the S box, how many bits? 48, the inputs, right?
32.
And then 6 bits come into the S box. The output is 4 bits only. Okay, 4 bits times 8 is 32 bits. Okay, that's why 12 is now is 1100. It's not 001100. Yeah? Okay, other question. Indumati, which one? Which table just now? Same as Hani. So now, do you understand?
I understand, but I will go through again. Because I was still like blur. I need to study again.
Okay.
Properly.
You can study with Hani. Oh, now I remember you. Is it you, Ivy?
Yeah, IBS.
By listen to your voice. Okay.
So if
Okay.
I have any problem, then I will text you.
Inshallah. Okay, right. Okay, so input is 6 bit, the output is 4 bits. Okay. But the outputs is defined by the value inside the S box. How you read, you get the input and you convert into binary, and you will output from the these 4 lines. Yeah. Okay. So then the output, the output from the S box enter the permutation, right? This one. Okay. The output from the S box will enter the permutation. So what is permutation again, guys? Okay, yeah, true. Swapping, or you position back the bits, right? Okay. Okay, so after the S box, you will do permutation. Okay, so the input just now to the permutation is 32 bits, right? So now you rearrange them. Bit 1 become bit 16, bit 2 become bit 7, bit 3 become bit 22, until the rest. Okay, bit 32. Okay, which bit this one? It's fall in. I have no idea. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah. So bit 32 now in the position of bit 21, and so on. Okay. So you don't have to memorize this table. If I ask you to trace it, I give you this table. Okay? But you have to know the process. Okay, which table is it? Okay, that one you have to know. Okay? Any question? Any question? We can trace. We can spend time trace it, but it will take longer. Okay, I have no idea. Maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, only for one round. Yeah, maybe more than that. Okay, because we deal with 64 bits and we have to manipulate with many functions. Okay, so this is cryptography. If you don't understand, you cannot answer. Even though you open thousands of books in front of you. Not like the other classes, yeah. Just copy from the internet and okay. But don't worry, I will help you. I will guide you, inshallah. I will make sure majority of you will get A. Yeah, I will help you. Don't worry. That's why you have to help yourself for the projects. No choice. So any question? Okay. Inshallah. Alhamdulillah. So after the permutation, okay, after the permutation, here after the permutation, here, so we finish one function. We finish a function. Okay, in that particular round, we finish the function. So the output from the function itself, as you can see, you will XOR with the left hand side, like the Fister block cipher. So contribute to the next right. Okay, so you will have the new right here, R1. Okay, to have the left right, the left hand side data, so you will swap from the previous right, become the new left. Okay, so finish one round. Any question? Any question, guys? Okay, thank you. Hopefully, yeah. I'm trying to give you a question for you to trace. After you trace, inshallah, the knowledge is there forever, inshallah. Okay, no question, yeah. So can I go to the key generation algorithm of S? Boleh ya? I want to go to the key generation. So this part, the key generation. Yeah. So just now we just manipulate the left hand side. Now we go for the key generation. So this one of the not hardest. It's easy also. Not it's not difficult. Just a matter if you are given the tables, you are given all the boxes, you will understand. Yeah. Why? I just want to show how they manipulate the key generation algorithm to have different key for each round. Yeah. Okay. Remember just now the input to the key generation is the 64 bits. Okay. 64 bits over here. But then every time they said that's using 56 bits. Yeah. Okay, how they got the 56 bit? Okay, because of this operation. Okay. This is a key being used for each round. So 28 plus 20 is 56 bits. Okay. So the manipulation start from here. But overall, before we have the 56 bits, we have to go on parity drop table. Okay. So what's inside the parity drop table? As you can see, if for block size just now, okay, we do expansion table. For key parts, as you can see, we have to delete or remove certain bits. From 64 bit now become 56 bits. How do you do it? By using this table, parity bit table. Okay. So how many bits it bits drop now? How many bits? 8 bits. 64 minus 8 becomes 56. Yeah, true. Okay. Yeah. So that's why bit 1. Now looking at this is considered like permutation as well. They rearrange the table. Bit 1 is here, bit 2 here, bit 3 here, bit 4 here. But just a matter of rearrangement. Yeah. Bit 4. Can you find bit 5? Bit 5 is here, right? 6, 7. Anyone can find bit 8? Anyone can find bit 8 from this table? Ada tak? There is no bit 8. Okay. So they remove bit 8. Okay, now continue. Bit 9, 10, 11. Okay, 12 mana? It's a bit small, eh? Bit 12 here, right?
Yeah, it's here.
Here, 12. Then 13, 14, 15. Can we find bit 16?
No.
Yeah. So they drop bit 16. Okay. Just want to trace so that you can see the pattern. 17, 18, 19, 20. What is 20?
20 on the end. The same
The
color.
end. Aha. Yeah, 20.
24 dropped as well, Prof. Right? 8. 8.
8, 16, 20, 21, 22, 23. Can you find bit 24?
No, it's dropped.
So
It's
assume, right?
close to 8 bits. Assume, yeah.
Yeah. You have to trace. Then you can confirm that one. Yeah. Because different table with different arrangement with different value being dropped. Yeah. So they drop bit 8, 16, 24, 32, right? Lagi apa? 40, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is a parity bit. That's why for DES, they said they just use 56 bit. By right, the input of the key is 64 bit. Because only 56 bit being manipulated for each round. That's why they said, okay, the key is 56 bit. Yeah. Okay, guys. Any question before we continue for round 1? Okay. So, now we want to go for the round 1. Okay. So, for the round 1, they divide into 2. the 56 bits key, they divide into two, become 28 bits for each. The left, the right. Okay? So the right here 28 bits, the left also 28 bits. And then we perform the shift left. Okay? Per half. Okay, each half they will perform the shift left. Okay, how do we know how many bits to shift for us to shift left? Okay, round 1, round 2, round 9, 16, 1 bit. Round 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, they have to shift left how many bits? 2 bits. It's defined clearly. It's fixed. Okay? This is for key generation algorithm index. Okay. After the shift left, each part, each half, then they combine back the value. Okay. So it becomes 28 bits also. After the 28 bits been compressed, okay, into the permutation box, then it becomes the 48 bit keys. Okay. You have to memorize this figure. No choice. Okay, in the exam. But I'm not worried. It's open book for you this semester. Yeah. Okay. Any question? Any question? Okay. So, okay, number of bits to be shift left. Okay, depend on round. This example, as you can see. And then what is the key compression table? Is also permutation. Okay. They rearrange the key. But now there is no structure. Like the parity drop just now. Okay. So like bit 1, we cannot see the pattern. Okay. Which bit they drop and so on. Yeah. Because it's on 56 bit. We have to reduce another 8 bits to become 48 bits. So they delete 8 bits actually. But we cannot predict the structure. It's randomly. But it's fixed for this. Yeah. So bit 1 here. Where's bit 2? Anyone can find? I cannot see already. Can you find bit 2?
The first column on the right.
First
And
column in
third
the
row.
right. First column.
On the right and third row.
Yeah. Bit 2 here. Bit 3? Can you have bit 3? Bit 4? Bit 5? Bit 6? 7? 8? Now bit 8 is not been dropped. 8. And blah blah blah. Cannot see already. Okay. And this table, there's no structure. But the bit that have been dropped is fixed already for this algorithm. Yeah. Okay. So after the compression box, we get the 48 bits, and this is the one we use for round key 1. Okay. For the round key 2, okay, go for the previous shift left, or for the right shift left, for the left. Okay. You shift again. How many bits? How many bits depend on the this table. And then you compress again using this table. And blah blah blah. Okay, until finish the round 16. This is how we do it for DES algorithm. Yeah. That's why I said we don't have time to trace one by one, because it is 64 bits. And we have 4 sub-function inside. And we have a key size 56 bit. We have the sub key generation algorithm until also 16 round. It's very tedious process. Yeah. Okay. Any question? Any question? Okay. Alright. Okay. So this example. just for you to see. Okay, we cannot see the difference on the right hand side because the right hand side is being manipulated based on the key, based on the function itself. Okay, but then we can see the dash. Okay, this is the input. This is the key. Okay, this is the data. The right hand side, left hand side of the block, 64 bits. Okay, after enter the permutation, initial permutation is the value. Okay, and then enter the first round. Okay, if you still remember the first round, okay, then we have the function. We have 4 sub function at the right. We perform the SOR with the key and blah blah blah. But to the left, normally we swap the value from the previous block, right? Okay, see? Like a copy the value to the left. Okay? It's how if you trace one by one, then you will see the structure. Okay. So, and then we have the after 16 round, you do the swapping. After the swapping, you have to do the final permutation. This is the real ciphertext we get from this value. Okay. Okay, guys. 64 bits input of the dash. The ciphertext also 64 bits. It's just like substitution. But inside the operation, inside the structure, we are performing permutation, substitution to ensure the confusion, to ensure the diffusion. Yeah? Alright. Any question? Any question? Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, it's very tired. Okay. Anyone knows about the avalanche effect? Avalanche effect? Or some people say avalanche effect? Maybe you heard about this avalanche effect from the other class, right? Anyone knows about the avalanche effect? Okay. Example now, yeah. Okay. It's okay. Okay. Now we see this example. This one one block of data. Okay, you see my cursor, yeah? One block of data. This is another block of data. Okay, what is the difference between these two value? Anyone can guess?
Just the first bit, which is 0 and then become 1.
Okay, 0
And
become
then
1.
yes, this one.
All right. But if you, okay, this in hexadecimal, right? This in hexadecimal representation. Okay, if 0 means that 0, 0, 0, 0. Is it right?
Yeah, the first 4 bits.
Only this one different, right? So if 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Is it right? So how many bits different now?
4.
4. Is it right? 4? The first one is 0, 0, 0, 0. The second one is 0,
1 bit.
0, 0, 1.
1 bit.
One bit.
Only one bit different. Okay, we have two example here. First block, second block. The different only one bit. Yeah. There were different between the plain text is only one bit. But as you can see, okay, avalanche effect, they want to see how much bit different after they performing the first round, second round, third round until the final round. Okay. So the ciphertext, the initially ciphertext, plain text is only one bit different. After enter first round, still one bit different. After enter the second round, 5 bit different. After enter the third round, 18 bits different. Okay. Enter the fifth round, 37 bits different. Okay. They trace one by one. But they decided to go up to 16 round. Okay, with the reason. Yeah. So after 16 round, and then we have the swapping, we have the final permutation. Still, we have 32 bits different on the ciphertext, right? This called diffusion. We want to have higher diffusion actually. Okay. If we have more round, maybe there will be another different, maybe more than 40 perhaps. But because of to ensure just now, the fast encryption decryption process, so they have decided until 16 round only. Okay. Yeah. They don't stop up fifth round, because up to fifth round the brute force attack is higher. Okay, much more efficient than the cryptanalyst. So this is how the the cryptographer define. So that's why they have decided until 16 round. Okay. This on the plain text different. So with this, one big different on plain text contribute to more than half bits different on the ciphertext. Yeah. This is avalanche effect. Same goes to the key. Yeah. Okay, this not a key. This the block itself, but then they change the key. Okay, just make it one bit different on the key. So as you can see, after 16 round, okay, and final permutation, the plain text, the same plain text just now with a different key. So more than 30 bits different on the ciphertext. Yeah, this is how they analyze to decide. Okay, go for 16 bits, 16 round. Okay. Any question?
Prof, the numbers of variation here or the bit changes, it's not accumulative, right? These are representation of each round.
Yeah, no, it's not accumulated.
If because if you look at if it's accumulative, then you sum up all the changes.
Oh, cannot, yeah, cannot.
The whole round.
They check round by round.
Okay? No, I'm just trying to point that it's quite complex if you're gonna accumulate the changes, the data gone through the whole 16 rounds. There are many changes, right? If you look at changes.
Yeah, true. But of course, they by having the coding programming, it's very easy to trace. They have the tools to check.
Okay.
That's why if you proposing any algorithms on symmetrical or public key, you have to send to the right right organization. Like or you can find the right tools to test whether it's avalanche effect is okay or not. Okay, like for Malaysia normally they will send to MIMOS. Okay, because we have expert there to trace the whole process. Yeah. So if you want to propose new algorithm with the lecturers, so after proposing you can send, and your algorithm will be entered the NIST test to check all possibilities. Yeah. To see whether yours is good or not.
They see if it's easy to break or is it how much can resist.
Yeah.
Okay.
How good the brute force attack, even though you make it larger than 64 bits, right? How good the efficiency on the defining the analysis and so on. They will check everything. Yeah.
And basically the checks they try to prove that they get the key, they find the key, right? Is it how they check? Okay.
Using the brute force attack.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any question? Oh, I hope no question, I hope. Okay. So look at here. As I said, how difficult it is on the algorithm, how complex the algorithm, it doesn't matter in symmetrical encryption. We don't care actually. Actually, we don't care. Okay, the one that been focused by the cryptographer is on the key size. Okay, on the complexity, they just want to make sure, okay, you don't make it too complex because it's very hard to analyze. It's very hard to analyze how can the crypto analyst hack the system, right? How do we know your algorithm is correct or not? So that's why we have to make it easy to analyze, yeah. But the one that you have to keep secret is the key. So key is very important in symmetrical encryption. So look at here. There's no more secure. It's not because of the complexity of the algorithm. It's just due to the key size on the desk. With current computer system, only 1 hour we can find the key. Okay, by performing the brute force attack. Only 1 hour. Yeah, but still okay. Within 1 hour, depend on the application. That's why after 2001, everybody love to use AES. Okay, so AES is the key size is 1 to 8 bits. Even with our new computer system, still thousand of years to break, to find the right key with the good processing power. But it depends when the quantum computing comes soon, much more faster to our cloud, to our grid computing maybe. At that time, AS no more secure. Who knows, right? DS is very good. Okay, just a matter of key. That's why we have triple dash. Same structure, but then we triple the size of the key. Become 168. 56 times 3. Okay, 168 bits key. We just expand the key size of the dash. Yeah. This one, like no chance to break through. Yeah, on the triple dash. Okay, on ES we have 3 version. We have size 128 bits key. We have 192 bits key. We have 256 bits key. Okay, they improve it. Okay, so you can see now. Even though it's very hard to learn DES, but still it doesn't matter to the attackers because you can find the algorithm very easy. We can study from the school, from the university. Okay, we have to give the whole code to the industry. Okay, so that they can embed the algorithm inside the device. Okay, it's freely available to all. But the one is good, about the whole algorithm is on the key itself. As long as if we can make it the key secret, everything will be okay. Yeah. Any question?
Prof, can you elaborate a bit on the numbers here? What this 1017? Sorry if you explained, but I missed it somehow. But let's say take the second row, for example, AS, right?
AES.
Last column, yeah, 5.3 multiply 1017.
Then okay. This okay. This is the one that I got from books. Okay, it's 2 to the power of 56. Like here, the first row, 2 to the power of 56.
Yeah.
Okay, equals to 7.2 times 10 to the power of 16. Here, 2 to the power of 55 nanoseconds.
Okay.
Okay. This one 10 to the power of 9, 10 to the power of 13. Okay. Okay. We have 10 to the power of 9 decryption per second we can perform. Okay, with previous computer system. Now we can run 10 to the power of 13 decryption in 1 second. Now, okay, so it's very fast. That's why only 1 hour. Okay, with this same computer system, with this AS key size, still thousand of years, right?
Yeah.
All thousand of years. This one is power, yeah. But in the books, I think they wrote properly. But when they provide us slides, it's like this. I have no idea.
Okay, so I thought it's one number. Sorry. Thanks for explanation.
Okay. But monoalphabetic, you still remember the conventional cryptography, monoalphabetic? Only by 26 character permutation? The Caesar cipher? Just a matter of initialize different position. The Caesar cipher, if you still remember, on the monoalphabetic, okay? And then we modify on the initialization of the A, B, C, D, E, okay? We rearrange them in different order. It's more than secure compared to DS. Very simple one. Caesar, right? Yeah. The substitution. Very simple substitution. Yeah. Still secure as compared to DES. Because of the key size, permutation, we cannot predict. Because 26 permutation. 26 factorial. Okay. So this number of keys that can be provided for attackers to search on. Okay. So more than 1,000 years as well as compared to the DES. DES is very complex. But monoalphabetic much more secure when we focus on the key itself. But when we perform the statistical analysis attack, it's worse. Yeah? If you still remember that algorithm. Yeah. But don't forget, honey, we have to ensure confusion diffusion. Okay, that's why we have to manipulate the permutation as well as substitution. Yeah? Any question? But the strength of DES now is because of the timing attacks. Timing attacks means that different block contribute to different delay. Okay, so that's why attackers cannot predict, cannot manipulate. If the delay all same, then it is not secure. Yeah, still okay. But then by manipulating the key size, inshallah that's okay. Yeah. Any question? I think this one, the design principle, I guess, you know, number of rounds. Greater number of rounds, you will improve the security. The complex their function, you will improve the security. The complex the key generation algorithm, you can improve the security. Yeah. But we go for the middle one. Okay, because we have to take care also on our computer system. Yeah. Any question? What time's what's the time now?
7:17.
How can we finish this chapter? AES? Any question, guys?
Prof, for the next lecture class, can we make the presentation by recording and we send the link like the previous one for YouTube and we
Okay, the one after this we discuss. Yeah.
okay.
I try to make it easy for you, to you as well as me. Don't worry. Yeah. Or you want to stop here? Oh, this is about AES, yeah. Okay, okay, before we go for AES, or maybe we take a break first. May I know how many of you in the group actually focusing on ES. Maybe I can, make it simple discussion on these topics. How many of you in
Sorry,
your?
can you say the question
How
again,
many
Prof?
of you in your project manipulating AES? Maybe on the wireless environment, maybe on the cloud itself. You actually
You mean final
manipulating the
project?
AES. Anyone? No, no one, eh? Because I don't check yet the your last presentation. Okay. AES much more tougher. I don't think so. We have time to discuss it by today. It's already tired. Where's that Hirzi? Saya tak nampak tadi. Saya cakap apa? Yes, so much to understand. Okay, I understand.
It's
Not
a,
all,
it's a buffer over
yeah, it's
buffer
not,
overflow already.
yeah, saturated already, right? It's not only you, me as well. Yeah, we have to do something on the on the syllabus. Okay, I try to go very slow, still cannot finish even chapter 2. I know it's chapter 2 in our syllabus, but in the textbook now chapter 6. Yeah, it's a lot actually. Yeah.
So I might suggest something. Maybe my
Okay, it's okay.
yeah. Maybe if we didn't catch up, we can have another extra or replacement class or something anytime convenient for everyone, like extra hour.
Yeah, if okay, if we try, okay, like the Fatimah said just now, if we make it because I make it free for you for the presentation, because I think it's good to have you present to the group. You can modify many things so that you can improve the presentation skill as well as the content itself between your group. Later after you present, you confirm, then you share the link. Okay, you share to the YouTube. So my time is already been reduced by that way. Yeah. Inshallah. But then the extra class will be after week 14. Because next week there will be
We can do it after week 14, no problem.
because next week will be your presentation, right? You want to focus. It
Yes,
costs a
we
lot. And then week 13 will be another topics. I think I have to skip ES for a while. ES I have to skip. I have to go for public key encryption first, at least on week 13. And then you want to finish your project on week 14. Okay, remember your class need programming skills. I have to evaluate the programming skills. So on presentation week 14, you have to demo me, okay, the coding as well. Okay, but you can make it online to the YouTube. No problem. You have to show me everything. In this case, if we do it during the class, you have to present in front of me. I will ask you many things. Okay, I will not agree many things actually about your work. It's good for you to improve, but then we have no times to discuss. For six group to have about 3 hours presentation. It's not okay, especially when you want to show me the coding. I will ask many things to double check whether it's okay or not. Yeah, it's not only on the presentation. Yeah, remember, for this group, it's not me decided to check on the programming skill. It because of the syllabus itself. Yeah. So the the ISO will check how do you conduct how do you test this group on presentation on the presentation skill, on the programming skill and so on. That's why during the presentation you have to show me, demo me how you do the coding, how the coding looks like and everything. Yeah, how's the outputs, whether the outputs same as the in the paper or not. Everything you must declare week 14. Yeah, as well as next week, right? Next week you have to also demonstrate the progress of the coding, if not mistaken. Is it right?
For next week?
Next week is
Just a
a
minute.
third progress, right?
Yeah, the
But
progress of the coding.
It's true, both.
by looking at the
Yeah.
milestone, if I'm not mistaken, you have to demo me your progress of coding.
Yes. I mean the progress.
Yeah, week 14 you have to show me the real coding. Okay. Before this, I give 2 hours extra for each group. They have to come to my room, show me the coding and everything. But this semester, due to the COVID-19, it's okay. You just declare on the presentation, during the presentation. I'm just accept. Yeah.
Okay, Prof, that mean we need to upload the video for next week, or is going to be presentation like we make a class
Video.
video, like just now, right?
Yeah, video. The
Like the one we've
presentation,
done
the
before.
final presentation is based on video. You upload in the YouTube. Okay? Because I'm sure it will be more than 20 minutes per group. No time, yeah?
Okay, that mean we can have a class next week.
Continue this one. Okay, no problem. On ES.
Okay.
We can
So
continue.
that means the project all going to be submitted through the video in YouTube, and we continue our classes like usual.
Okay.
Yes.
On the ES. Okay, no problem. Inshallah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Prof.
No problem. So is that okay if we stop up to now? Because
Yes.
ES is very complex, huh?
Yes, Prof.
Okay.
I think it's
Inshallah,
better if
Ahmad.
we stop.
Thank you so much, Prof.
Yeah, inshallah. Inshallah, I will share the recording. Inshallah, yeah. Inshallah. Please remind me.
The
Okay.
recording of the slide, please.
Sorry?
Prof, the slide also. The
Okay.
slide.
Inshallah, inshallah. Okay. Thank you for listening to
Okay,
my
Prof. Thank you so
lecture.
much.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum.
Thank
Thank you, Prof.
Welcome.
Thank you, Prof. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.